So now, family, the war is on. The war is on by demons and dark forces, okay? Right at this very moment. There's a war going on. We've always heard about it in church. There's a war going on. And if you're going to win, you got to be familiar with the what they say, the Christ within. That was an old saying way back in the 70s. I may have it all wrong, but I'm just trying to remember it the way I heard it, but it was something to that effect. Okay. Now, for a lot of you all may not like the word demon. You may like the word better, daemon. It's no different from the voodoo gods and Petro. Okay. We will call these dark forces that are they could be very dangerous forces. Okay. But each and every last one of us possess. Okay. So at this point in our lives, after seeing what is going on in society, to see this beastly system destroy, so much the money, people livelihoods, people losing homes, and people unable to eat, and just so many misfortunes going on right at this point. Do we really think this is a great time to continue to um, neglect, ignore our dark side, our dark energies? You see, I'm trying to get these words right because I'm channeling right now. Do we think that this is a great time? Knowing that it's almost martial law, you can't even drive to the grocery stores without being pulled over and humiliated by these cops that are being controlled by these supernatural dark forces. Do we really need to be in a position where we're continuously saying that we're going to turn the other cheek? Do you really want to continue to turn the other cheek and believe that Jesus Christ is going to take care of you? I mean, are we going to protect our family, our loved ones, our children, everybody that means something to us? Hang on 1 minute, ma'am. Hey, how you doing? All right, you know what? I'm in the middle of doing a video, so I'm gonna call you right back, okay? Okay, we're gonna talk. Bye bye. Okay, one of my sister witches just called. Look, check this out. Y'all can walk around saying Jesus Christ, this Jesus that they created for you when they figured out that your stuff works better than theirs. Y'all can continue on doing that if y'all want to, honey. Because when they found out witchcraft worked, you best better believe they embraced it and they've been using it ever since, and they've turned you over to Jesus, okay? And meanwhile, you wondering why you can't get ahead, why you ain't getting the blessings that you've been asking for so long. You just don't figure, you can't figure out what's going on. What's going on? They have traded with you and have given you something that don't work, and they don't walk off of what works, and they go behind closed doors and do blood sacrifices and everything else. Okay. So, a lot of people may not like the word demon. It may be a little bit too harsh for them. Maybe you prefer some other word like a petrogod. Petrogods, the petrogods and voodoo can be very fierce and violent and malevolent. They can really do some harm. Okay, I tell you what, if some force was behind me, I would rather work with the malevolent forces, the very destructive demonic forces. I would rather have them on my side working for me than those passive little spirits, submissive spirits. They're not going to do you any good. Okay, and so that's what's going on. The system that you are enslaved to is working with some very malevolent, demonic forces. Okay, you have them too, but you are not using them, and they don't want you to use them. They want you to go to church, and they want you to be prayed over and anointed with oil and holy water so that yours will not work against theirs. Basically, that's all that's going on. And we're buying into the bull crap. But it is time. It is time. But I tell you what, It almost looked like it might be a little too late, but I do believe that there's still some hope for us. One thing I think is very necessary in these very treacherous times, perilous times, is that you form a group of other witches. Form a coven because you're going to need all of the powerfulest energies that you possibly can have on your hand. It's going to be necessary. So, what I'm going to do, if I'm not gonna, if I don't do another Facebook page, I may work with this Facebook page I have right now, Spiritually Nema, Spiritree, Nema, Nemma. Okay, that's the name of the Facebook page. Get out there because we're gonna start channeling our energies together. Okay, that's gonna be a place. If I don't start another place, and if I do, I'll let you all know. Where if you have some challenges, where you if you which you all gonna have plenty of challenges, uh, um, God forbid, but maybe I don't know, or you know, Big Mama forbid. We don't want that to happen, but look where we at right now. We're in a very low vibrational place, so we're in a place where some things like this will happen to us on our journey. Things like this will happen. It's bound to happen. Then maybe it won't, but just in case, you want to be in the company of other beings that have powerful supernatural forces, demonic forces that can come in and work with you. It is going to be necessary. So come out there to Facebook. If you have a challenge that needs some supernatural, demonic, forceful energy in behind it, we're going to, if with other family members' permission, use our channel, our energies at that particular target, at that adversary that is nagging you. See, the church is a very powerful place with a lot of millions of energy, but they use it in a way that really benefits the system all over again. Nothing in that place benefits them, it benefits the system. You continuously give power to this particular system without knowing you're doing it, okay? Because this particular place, the church is set up all in the name, once again, at keeping us all submissive, passive, keeping us asleep. And they continuously use the energy of the sanctuary to further benefit their needs. Okay, it's mighty strange. You find one on every single corner. There's a church, okay, on every single corner, but you find very few businesses in the neighborhood. The government is quick to give a grant to you because you have a church than they would to give a grant to you because you're trying to open up a very what you would have in the future, a very prosperous business that can benefit the community. They don't want to benefit the community. They want to control the masses. So if you need grant money, open up a church. But anyway, I'm going to get off the church. So I'll say again, the war is on between supernatural forces, demonic forces. Where are you in the midst of things? Are you walking around uh worshiping a false idol god? Because the false idol god is not what they taught you in church. They said the false idol god with statues and stuff like that. That's not the false idol god. False idol god is really what they've created for you to be Jesus Christ, unfortunately. And all of those other entities that they tell you to call on, and you're just wondering why you're still in the same rut and you're not getting anywhere because you're worshiping a false idol god. Embrace your spiritual demonic side of yourself. Embrace that, okay? You have to. Now, like I said, I know a lot of people, just not getting with that because they have demonized demons, okay? And that's because there are some very destructive ones out there. But once again, I'm talking about the ones that are in place in your body for your spiritual self protection. Those are the ones that you want to get familiar with. Those are the ones that if somebody is doing something to you, it will take off running, fight or flight. And if somebody threatens the body, it retaliates, and it's self defense. That's the demon you want to get familiar with, okay? That's the demon that they're trying to suppress in you and trying to convince you that it is dangerous and that it needs to be exercised. Okay, exorcised. Okay, don't listen to them, guys. Okay, there's a movie called it's some movie that's coming out pretty soon. January the 6th of 2012. Y'all may know the name of the movie, but I cannot recall it right now. But anyway, it's supposed to be a very interesting movie based upon a true story. It begins with like a 911 call. And you can hear the demon in the lady, and it calls out, and it says this right here. It said, I killed three people. And that demon speaks out. And what had happened, they were exorcising that demon out of that lady, and it killed 3 people. We all have those demons in place, okay? Like I say once again, those are demons of protection. You don't want to mess with them if you're not familiar with them. I'm talking these outsiders that's coming in trying to anoint with holy water and all of that stuff like that. You want to leave those things alone. They're not to be played with and messed with, because all that demon was doing. I hadn't seen the movie yet, so it may not be quite fair for me to kind of like say what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it because this is my opinion. Uh, you don't want to mess with anybody's self defenses. Okay, you can get killed like that. That's why they want you to go to church and leave that side of you alone. But imagine if all of us were putting our energies together and coming against this big, huge, supernatural beast of a demon that is trying to control and destroy the world. Imagine how we could take this place back and turn this whole entire situation around, guys. Now, I always want to talk a little bit conspiracy, but then again, you call it whatever you want. It's the real thing. It's the real deal. It's what's going on. I want to talk to you all about these old strange nets. Did y'all see those strange nets a couple of weeks ago? I started seeing them sometime somewhere between November and October. This weird storm came through, and these strange looking gnats, they were brown with some black eyes. They were everywhere. They were all in the stores. They were all over everybody's house and everything. Well, y'all know Mama always gonna be channeling her energies and stuff from other worlds. They're gonna communicate with me and give me their size of what they think it is. And these gnats had nanobots inside of them, and I know a lot of you don't know what nanobots are, but they are very tiny. Nano meaning very, very small. Bots mean robots. Okay, they were programmed and put in these nets so that they can get inside of the body. If you know, some of you all may have noticed they'll get so close to your eyes. Some of you may have caught them in your ears, may have caught them in your nose, mouth, anywhere. Some of you may not have caught them at all, but they are there. Once they get inside of the body, they program the body. Okay. A lot of you all were saying that y'all were hearing, audible noises in the top of your head. A little bit of everything. But anyway, I just wanted to put a little of that information out there to you, because the next video, I'm going to go in further about that. We want to talk about this, honey, because this beastly system that is running and controlling our world, okay, is up to a heap of destruction. And you better be prepared and armed. The only thing that I can see that will work to save you at this very point is your supernatural demonic forces. Okay? That's what you're going to need. If you don't like the word demon or demonic, find you another word for it. I'm sorry. But it better be a hell of a powerful spirit. Okay? Be back in a minute. Let's upload this.